Josh, when we were working together on the Friends and Neighbors project to try to open up access to scholastic football for the boys, you shared with me a look into your long term vision for Stony Brook School. First, the focus on academics, the addressing any capital improvements, the infrastructure issues, followed by the rededication of resources to and the revitalization of the athletics programs. During those conversations, you acknowledged that you felt that it was getting closer to the time for that renewed support for the athletics to begin. I think a move towards a more balanced campus experience, right, to paraphrase our conversation. Now, Josh, I love football, and I believe in the value of having football on a school's campus. I could talk to you all day about what makes football great, about the net positive impact of football. Instead, let me highlight a few of those great things that I believe are of the most value and interest to you, the furtherance of the vision of Stony Brook School that you had shared with me, and the Stony Brook School community as a whole. All right, so at this point, there's a couple of spots that I have to flesh out, right? So my first point is the impact on the campus environment, right? That's a point of interest. That's something that we're going to want to highlight in this situation. So I have a number of case studies, relevant case study information about the correlation of having a successful football program on campus and the positive impact that filters out through the entire campus from having that program. Then the second point that I'm going to jump to and transition to is the impact on alumni and the increase in the charitable donation options. Right. So he and I have had similar conversations in the recent past about how to keep the faucet flowing, how to keep the donations faucet flowing. And I'm talking to him a little bit about doing some packaging some charitable trusts and with donations to make it more enticing for people to they get they get a write off for doing that, dollar for dollar. Anyway, the point being is that the challenge is and will always be how do they keep that faucet going, and how to develop stronger ties to the pools of donors and maintain and how to foster that habitual giving, right? So there's a bunch of case studies that support the positive correlation between football programs, campus prosperity, alumni retention, and the overall increased percentage of charitable donations back to the school. So I need to flesh that out a little bit still and get all that information in good order, right? Presentable order. And then that's going to be followed by, then I'll transition to my closing. So this is the engagement part, right? The first part that you just heard was or was going to be the, what did I call it? The refresh, right? The refresh, you just heard the engagement that I haven't finished yet. And then followed by the tee up, which is coming, and that's the the closing, the handoff. So I'll throw that in on the next video.